Well, thank you, Steven. It's a great honor to be here on this stage. Most of my life I've spent in Murmansk, working in different sectors for Norwegian and Finnish companies. But now I have a pleasure to work at a multinational energy company, Enel. It was founded 60 years ago in Italy, and it was Italian energy monopoly and one of the world's leading electricity and gas operators. Enel operates in 34 countries across 5 continents with almost 70,000 employed personnel. The largest Italian electricity company and the largest European electricity company by market capitalization. For the last 2 years, we have invested more than 5 billion euros in renewable projects. Most of this sum went to wind projects. Enel Group entered in the Russian market 15 years ago. Now we own 3 gas power plant stations. Last year, Enel Russia completed the transfer of the ownership of coal-fired power plant Reftinskaya GRES. It was made according with the zero-carbon strategy of Enel Group. We follow this strategy, and last September we have been started construction of Kolskaya Wind power plant in Murmansk region, my home region. That is the first time the Enel is building the project in extreme environmental conditions. Our global matrix organization allows us to smooth the cooperation with colleagues around the world, and we are continuously sharing the best practices and lessons learned in order to apply them here in Arctic. And now prepare for some numbers. The facility of Kolskaya Wind Farm will consist of 57 turbines, the capacity 200 megawatts. The length of the line we should build up to transfer the energy is about 70 kilometers. Budget of the project is 273 million euros. It will avoid the emission of around 600 tons of CO2 into the atmosphere each year. The farm is expected to be commissioned in 2021. End of this year, one of the important and impressive milestones will be started: the transportation of wind blades and gondolas. It's a great event in Murmansk for the Murmansk region, and I warmly invite you to follow it. Talking about green shift in Russia, it includes huge number of factors. But I can say my personal opinion: we are on the way. Key decisions were made by Russian government. A wide field regulatory network was prepared and implemented. Power supply agreements, energy service contracts, public-private partnerships, the policy of localization, and state support for investors, including special zones for tax, for land using, and economical zones. For each of these tools, I have business cases. But what does it mean, green shift for business and consumers in Russia? It's a new possibilities, new markets, new investments for building and renovation infrastructure. But what is more significant and symbolic is the change of the color of the regional energy balance. It's getting greener. And if it's okay, I will ask you one question. Do you know the capacity of wind farms in Europe? No? No? Steven? Yeah?
Oh, God, don't ask. I ask questions. I never answer them.
190. And do you know the capacity of wind farms in Russia? It's easy. 190. But in case with Europe, it's gigawatts. In case with Russia, it's megawatts. Well, thank you very much.